Welcome, my resilience family. Good evening. What a blessed Sunday it is, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I want to thank my audience, guys, my supporters. I am here because of you guys and to help others. So, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, and share this, guys, on YouTube, any podcast platform you wish to listen in on. Guys, it has been a blessed week. God has been showing up and showing out, and He's surely an on time God. We have a wonderful show lined up for you today, guys. An awesome coach, speaker, author, a leader, entrepreneur, businesswoman that we're talking to. And I just believe a good way to open up Women's History Month as it is in March. And we're going to have fun and we're going to learn. We're going to be motivated. We're going to be encouraged. And guys, I'm just excited. I'm excited for this day that the Lord has made. Yes. So, guys, today I have Shauntel Murphy, guys. She is in the house, guys. She is a leadership speaker. She's an executive coach. She specializes in the art of bold leader and the leader who balances wellness and hustle. Y'all, I am taking my notes. You know I'm ready. This is what I do. I hope you're ready too, because we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about it. So much ado, guys. Welcome. Shauntel, hello.
Hi, thank you so much, Don. It's so good to see you.
Yes, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. It is the start of another month, and it's
Yes,
just
it
time to
is.
make new history. Let's go.
I'm I am trying to tell you, right? It is. My gosh. It is time to lock in as we at the end of quarter one, y'all. I'm trying to tell you the first 3 months of 2025. And man, I'm telling you, it's been a blast. It's been some up and downs already, but God, that's all I can say. That's all I can say. So, Shauntel, tell us a little bit about you, ma'am.
Yes, well, Shauntel Murphy, and I am so excited that now I am an author. My book is just now available on Amazon. It's called Influence Yourself and Leadership in Life. I am a global leadership speaker and an executive and corporate coach. And so, with all of those things, it just didn't all come overnight. So, I do have over 2 decades experience in the corporate arena. And within that, I took some time away from there, and I have over almost 20 certifications as a coach.
Wow. So these certifications, ma'am, tell me a couple of them. What was the concentration of two of them in the coaching realm?
One of them was a master life coach, and that does consume of being a confidence coach, a wellness coach, a happiness coach, and I'm also too a meaningful coach. I am a happiness coach. I do have certifications where I'm a meditation coach. I'm a
Oh wow.
facilitator, a forgiveness coach.
Wow, that's good. No, that is needed out here in these times. Seriously. So before we dig in, tell me your meaning, your definition of resilience.
My definition of when I think of resilience is the durability of somebody to bounce back and to recover. But
Yeah.
it's not about them being able to recover, it's the mindset that they are able to recover in. If you think
Mm,
about it, Don, we all recover from something. We've
that's
all
good.
been in that moment and the parachute was able to pop out and we had that nice good landing where we just didn't land on our face. So we've all
Yes.
from something, but it's the ability to recover, and you're still in that state of zen. You still have that state of confidence, that state of nobody knows that you're sweating, nobody knows that your heart is skipping a beat but you. It's all about how you are. It's that aura and essence about you. So that's the
Good.
truth of resilience.
Ooh, that's good. That essence of you. Ah,
Mhm.
that is good. That's good. So, tell me the name of the book right now that you just released again.
Yeah. Yes, the name is called Influence Yourself in Leadership and Life. And with that, I do talk about individuals being resilient. There's been times when we've all had something that was going on, different parts of our life. But what I do anchor individuals in is taking away those external factors that might influence us,
Yeah.
and for us to take a deeper dive within, like go into your soul and do what's best for you. Do what's best
Yes.
for your organization, for your brand, and only be led by those things and the values that you have. And while you are leading other individuals, because we're all a leader in one shape, form, or fashion, it's about really having the art to be able to withstand any test of time, not to go
Yes.
looking to call your mom or to call coworkers to come in after work or to see what other people are doing and then mimic them. It's like, no, we are able to rely on our own hands and feet so that we can be able to defeat. Period.
Ooh, I'm loving that. So, with the word I'm hearing, I don't know, I've been hearing this a lot, is pivot. So, ah, that is just what I'm hearing right now. Um, with this book, it's teaching us how to pivot, and like you saying, to withstand. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
So please forgive me because I wish I'd have known about this book earlier. I know you told me about it, and I missed the beat because yeah, you're gonna have to send that to me. The link for this book, how we can get it, and send me the cover. Yeah, yeah, because I'm an avid reader and I have a book club, and
Okay.
it's what we
Yeah.
do. It's about self development,
Yes, this
growth.
is my author's copy right here, but it is Influence Yourself in Leadership and Life, Shauntel Murphy, and it is
Awesome.
on Amazon right now. It actually was released a day early, so I was super
Huh?
excited. I was doing a countdown, and it came before the countdown. And I think that that's almost what happens sometimes in life. Like
Mhm.
you can't schedule everything. Everything isn't going to come on schedule. Sometimes it might come before the time. So we waiting for things to come on time, but it's before the time. So you got to be
Come
ready.
on now. I believe that's the season we in. I'm telling you, I believe that's the season we in, to elevate, for transparency and more. I don't know. It's just that's just been all in my spirit because, like I said earlier, God has been showing out. God has been doing what He do, and He is an on time God. Oh my God, He's been blowing my mind. I can surely say that. He's working things out. So let's talk about this bold leadership of yours. So, what does bold leadership mean to you, and how does resilience play a role in shaping a truly impactful leader?
Yeah, bold leadership is not going off of the status quo. Bold
Mm,
leadership is not following traditional methods. Bold
that's
leadership is being outnumbered, and you're okay with being outnumbered because you're
yes.
just within your own self and you're like, I'm about to make this difference. And while they may be talking about me, but they will be taking notes after I leave the room. Bold
Right.
leadership is taking over a system that some might call failing, and then you implement strategic moves, and now it's not pivoting but now it's propelling. Now you're not hitting goals but you're hitting continuous targets because you were bold enough to do what everybody
Mm,
did not want to do, and then
mm,
you were courageous enough to keep going with that. And that's what grit is all about as well too, is
yes.
having that courage. Is when everybody is saying, hey, it's tough times, we need to go to the left. But you are bold. You are staying within your true self, and you have the courage, the grit to go to the right. Everybody's off to
Yes.
the left, but you're going to the right and you still have your shoulders square and your head is still held up high because in your heart of hearts, you know that this is the right way to go. Now, sometimes some people might call that intuition, divine intuition, a gut
Mm,
feeling, but whatever that is within you and your respective household and how you do things, you got to listen to that because that's what bold
mm,
leadership is all about.
that's
Following that feeling and not letting anybody else shape you into going into a different direction.
my God, that's good. That just sounds like that power and authority,
Yes,
not being ashamed and owning you,
right.
and what you do and line with what you do. I don't know. I'm sorry. You just stirred up something in me. I'm like, yes, let's walk with that boldness. Seriously, not caring
Mhm.
about what others saying or doing because you know your purpose, you know what you here to do, and you're gonna execute it. Ah, oh, I don't know. That's what I just got from you. Sorry, you'll get to know me a little more. I'm just real giddy and yeah, it just feeds me. I just love to feed my soul, my spirit, and that's what that just did in this realm. Letting
That's
me look
right.
at what I'm doing and the path, the journey that I'm on. And hopefully others are seeing that, hearing it. OMG. So let's transition talking about the balance of the hustle and wellness. Let's let's speak to that struggle. Maybe you might have some burnout come and you're trying to maintain that high performance, or you're trying to just achieve another level in what you do and what your calling is.
Yeah, I think that that's a great question because now burnout is this coin term that everyone is using. And I used to work in healthcare, so we would talk about burnout all the time. But
Mm,
what my job is as a coach is I want to get to you while you're just suffering from fatigue. And that
mm,
phase before we get to burnout. I don't want anybody to get to burnout. Let's talk about the phases before burnout. Let's talk about the fatigue aspect of it. Some different individuals, they may suffer from decision fatigue, they may
yeah.
suffer from work fatigue, they may suffer from life fatigue. So,
Wow.
in order for us to combat the fatigue, take a time out. What are you fatigued from?
That's good.
What is it? And what I say, what is it? Put a name on it. What
Mm,
is it? Is it work? Is it the commute? Is it you're not getting enough sleep? Is it you're not
that's
getting enough
good.
to eat? You have to think about it. We work 8 hours a day, and I've seen people demolish their meal in 10 minutes.
Wow.
That's not,
Yeah.
then you come
Yeah.
home and then you demolish a couple of snacks within a couple of minutes, and then you're eating your dinner maybe in 10 to 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
that's not enough. We have to be able, when you talk about balance, balance is being in the moment,
Yes.
being strategic and intentional with your actions while you're in the moment. If you're
That's
in
good.
meetings, be in those meetings, be in the moment, and strategize for the future. But when you come out of the meetings, strategize and be intentional in the moment.
That's good. That is good. That is good. I have a saying that hangs on my wall that says live in the moment. That's
Yeah,
really good. That is really good. That is really good. So let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit. Tell me how you got here. Tell me a little bit of your backstory, your history of how you became.
yes. Within me working within the corporate world for about 2 decades, I was able to learn a lot. I had the opportunity of working with some really fantastic leaders. These leaders, they were able to help me rethink and rewire how I did go about doing my work, about the mission, about the labor, and just about how we were going to go about and cultivate this culture. And
Yeah.
I've had a wonderful time within that. And then on the flip side, I've experienced some toxic leaderships as well too. And
Mhm.
within the toxic leadership, that's when I was able to go in and say, how can I start to make a difference within this? What can Shauntel do that can really make an impact so that we don't have to go through this? Because this is not a good feeling. I've literally witnessed a hallway that used to thrive with laughter and
Mhm.
smiles, just see people just really start to get depressed. Some
Right.
individuals, they were even scared to go on vacation. And so,
Wow.
I really wanted to be a
Wow.
change agent within that. And so, within my time of working with great leaders and even with the toxic leaders, that's when I started to develop my own challenges. I have a 10-day challenge and I have a 21-day challenge.
Hmm. Oh, so I like that. Um, when you said take a break, it's like taking a pause, so you can refuel, you know, so you can refocus, and look at what your mission is, like you're saying, or your purpose. That's good. That's good. I believe we need to do that in life, period.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we can recoup, which ties back into that wellness of taking care of self, you know? Oh, that's good. That's good. So, how do you keep up with the evolve of it all? You know, evolving leadership in this fast-paced world. How can today's leaders stay adaptable while maintaining their core values and of effectiveness?
One of the ways that I would advise for leaders in today's market is to definitely, like I said, when you in meetings, you strategize for the future. You future proof the business. You're looking at tomorrow, because if we're working on tomorrow today, then we're already a little bit behind. We need to already have things in place for tomorrow. So when you have a roadmap, then not only are you able to envision the future, but you're able to make yourself towards where you're able to adapt in that future. If the
Mhm.
future is the future of technology within the next 5 years, then make sure that you have the technology in place. Make sure that you
Mhm.
know how to use the technology that you are putting in place. So, whatever you foresee for that future, make sure that you're building yourself up so that you are agile and adaptable so that the future
Mhm.
just doesn't run right past you. Make sure that you are taking that time out to, maybe if it is going back to school, if it is getting a coach or a mentor, so that someone can be able to
Sure.
hold you accountable so that you are able to integrate those things when the time comes necessary.
That is good. That is good. Agile and adaptable. That's my key takeaway. That's good. So
Yes.
this leads me to empowering the next generation. Um, how do we do that? Um, and like, what's one actionable step that we could take today um, to redefine their leadership to become more resilient, confident, and purpose driven?
That's a great question, because right now we have a unique economic platform. You have individuals from the silent generation to the baby boomers, the
Mhm.
millennials, and now we're welcoming in the Gen Zers. So now that the Gen Zers are now on the business battlefield with us, and so you have the silent generation, and Don, these individuals, they have the institutional knowledge. So they
Right.
tell you things that have happened, and they can tell you what worked and what didn't work. And then with the Gen Zers that we're welcoming on, these young visionaries, they're very innovative. So when you
Mhm.
have innovation and the institutional knowledge, you can infuse those elements together. And that's really a dream for any leader, because now you're going to be able to be resourceful where everybody can kind of piggyback off of each other. So bring
Right.
the Gen Zers into the boardroom. See how they can gain from that institutional knowledge, because now what is that doing? That's being fostered down to them. Now they're
Mm.
getting baptized and immersed on what happened before they may have even been born. And then with
Wow.
that insight, now they can use their sight with innovation and merge that together, and that can help them so that they can learn how to be resilient. That can give them the grit and the hustle so that they're able to maneuver through.
Yeah. OMG. I like how you put that, baptize.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it. Wow. So that just made me think, like you saying, the younger generation, them knowing, like you saying, institutionalized, knowing um, what they're teaching them, what they're getting inside from these schools, taking these business classes, and trying to merge it with some of our experience, to teach them. Ah, that is good. That is really good. So, talk a little bit more about what you do, what your coaching is, your leadership with Wishing You Well in Life organization.
Well, wishing you well, the name of the company, it really is a term of endearment because I really
Mhm.
do wish you well. And when I do work with executives, that's the term of endearment. What is going on so that I'm able to meet you where you are at? A lot of coaches,
Mhm.
to be a coach, you don't need any certifications. And a lot of coaches, they may have a few, but the goal for me was for me to be one of the best. So I want to be able to serve anybody with where they are at, and it doesn't start with the professional component. It starts with me looking at them as a person. I want to
Mhm.
know, who are you? All titles aside, I want to know what's going on with you. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are opportunities for growth? What are some things that are enabling you from moving forward? What are your threats? What are your fears? Because if we can conquer
Wow.
your fears, then you will fear less, making you fearless. So once we're able to get the structure and the elements of you as an individual together, now turning that clock to you as a professional, it'll just be even easier. Now the job is almost halfway done. Now you have the elements now to really go forward and to be that role model. And that's what I do with individuals. I did mention the 10-day challenge and the 21-day challenge, and within those challenges, I'm helping the leaders, giving them those soft skills. The soft skills
Mhm.
called emotional intelligence. And the thing about it,
Wow.
being 21 days is if
Wow.
we do it for 21 days straight, after that, then it just happens just very naturally. Individuals, they say practice makes perfect. With me, practice makes permanent.
Practice make permanent. Ah, girl, I gotta quote you on that. Practice makes permanent. Hold
Yeah.
on, as I jot that down. Practice makes permanent. That is good. Okay, quote. You're gonna see that on my feed. Quote, Shauntel Murphy, practice makes permanent. That's
Yes.
good. And then working on that emotional intelligence. Girl, I'm sorry. I know this ain't poetry, but okay. Um, that just, I don't know. That's just me. You like people. I think some folks used to me. But that was good. That was really good. So tell everyone how they could get in touch with you. Where can they find you?
Yeah, one of the best ways to get in contact with me is I always encourage people just to email me. I'm an individual, it's no sales. It's just real effortless. Send me an email. My email address is Shauntel. That is ShaunTel at wishingyouwellinlife.org. Or you can follow me on Instagram. And my Instagram handle is empowerall01. And once you do, just put in the subject line what's going on with you and a little summary, and then we can pretty much just start talking from there. I believe in giving people small wins. That way they can have a win under their belt, and then we can continue from there.
OMG, girl. So, anything else you want us to know about Shauntel Murphy?
Just know that I am not your traditional coach. I don't want to be your traditional coach. I'm influenced by me. We're going to do different things. I'm going to challenge you. It's going to be a love hate relationship, but we're going to get things done. I want you to know that I wrote my book on my own, I self published it, And I'm really about that grassroots approach. Like, we got to do this for ourselves. What they say that we can't do, that's what we do. People say do or die. I say do or death. Because if you don't do it, it's going to be death to your dreams, death to your mission. And then that might be death to the individuals who are looking at you. We have people looking at us more than they're looking at the clock. So make sure that you are intentional, thoughtful, and
Yes.
compassionate about your approach.
Wow. Be intentional, thoughtful, and compassionate about your
Yes,
approach. I'm sorry, I have to repeat that for
yes,
me. I'm one of those. Uh, that is good, girl. You just stirred my spirit up. And yeah, I gotta look
right,
at your book. I gotta get this book.
yes,
Please forgive me for dropping that dime. Not knowing because I know you told me about it. I don't know. It just kind of went over my head for some odd reason. But we gonna talk about that thing. We're gonna dig into that.
yes.
Um, because I'm I'm always looking for more to study, more for my self development,
Mhm.
more to grow. Because I'm out here learning like everybody else. And I want to produce like everyone else. I want to help like everyone else. So in my way, of course. But yes, this was good. This was good. I took my notes, girl. I'm just saying, you stirred my spirit up. I feel like I just had my first coaching session right here with you, right here. Thank you very much. Um, that was really good. Seriously, like it was like such a time as this. I needed this. I don't know. It's like everything that's been happening lately has been coming when it should come. I don't
Mhm,
know how to say it.
mhm.
And it's been helping me in my journey in life, in business. And I'm loving it. And I'm just glad God connected us.
Yes,
You
yes,
will hear more from me. This will not be the last.
that's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you back on. Seriously, I got to get this woman's panel together, and I'm gonna have a man's panel too. But anyway, let me not go down the rabbit hole, as I say. But I do. I wish you well, and thank you.
Oh,
As I tell all my guests, thank you for your time because we don't get it back, and it's precious. Seriously, and this is good. This is really good. Please keep in touch. Let me know what you're doing any way that I can help. Seriously, I'm here. I am really here.
I
Man,
appreciate that, Don. Thank you so much. And vice versa. I'm here as well too. This is a fellowship, so it's always going to continue to go. That's it.
man, y'all reach out to Shauntel, guys. Let me put her email back up here again for you guys to see. And my family is Shauntel at wishingyouwellinlife.org. That's SHAUNTEL. Okay. So reach out to her for your coaching needs. And sorry, what area are you in? Or is it you could do this virtual with you?
Yeah, I'm in San Francisco, California, but I'm able to meet people with wherever they are. I work with people globally. I talk to people from
Nice.
Australia, Canada. So we can always put something together where it's beneficial for the both of us.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. This was good. I believe this was like a powwow to open up March. As I say again, it's Women's History Month, and you are a lady making history right
Thank you.
now. You
Thank
know,
you. Get on
congrats.
the road.
Yes, congrats on that book launch.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. You have to do like a book tour or something. Look, I'm gonna throw all this stuff out here at you. Make it happen. But my resilience family, I thank you guys for tuning in again. This has been amazing. Thank you for those that are watching, to those that are listening, and to the ones that will listen later, guys. You could catch me on your podcast platform, guys, whichever one you love. I'm loving iHeartRadio. That's my go to, guys. But I'm out there, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, guys. And catch Chantel, guys. Get her book. Look on Amazon. It will be later on my page. I will have a link for you guys to get into that, to get her book, because we all want to grow. We all need to grow more. And let's use
Right.
the tools that we have at hand um, to grow more. Seriously, to grow more. Thank you very much for tuning in, my resilience family. It has been lovely. And as I always say, guys, stay well, stay safe, and always, always, always stay resilient, guys.